Can't feel my face, I'm in this bitch. Been up 2 days, now I hit the switch, let's go. Gotta get the bag, well I got the Rizz. No phone, don't call, yeah, I'm off the grid, lay low. Can't feel my face, I'm in this bitch. Been up 2 days, now I hit the switch, let's go. Gotta get the bag, well I got the Rizz. No phone, don't call, yeah, I'm off the grid, lay low. No rendezvous.
I've been shuffling for almost 6 years now. It'll be 6 years in April. And I have done a lot of critiquing and analyzing of my own shuffling. So I wanted to walk you through today my process of how exactly I do that. I recently learned Sterling's choreo that is on the shuffle vault, by the way, if you want to check that out. And I just did it once through, and I'm going to take a look at it and see where I can improve. Then we're going to repeat that process until I get something that I like. This is why choreo is a really useful tool in order to improve your freestyle shuffling, because you're gonna do moves that maybe you're not used to, or combinations of moves that maybe you're not used to, and you're almost gonna kind of put yourself into another shuffler's style. So it really pushes you outside of your comfort zone and makes you a more well-rounded, diverse dancer, shuffler. So that's what we're doing today. Let's take a look at my first take of Sterling's Rizz choreo.
Can't feel my face, I'm in this bitch. Been up 2 days, now I hit the switch, let's go. Gotta get the bag, well I got the Rizz. No phone, don't call, yeah, I'm off the grid, lay low. Can't feel my face, I'm in this bitch. Been up 2 days, now I hit the switch, let's go. Gotta get the bag, well I got the Rizz. No phone, don't call, yeah, I'm off the grid, lay low. No rendezvous.
Okay, that intro needs work. It is not saucy and sassy like Sterling's is at all. And I knew that was gonna be the hardest part for me. The shuffling moves I got, it's the non-shuffling moves that still feel kind of uncomfortable. So I need to work on that. I'm not sharp with it at all, especially in the hand movements here, like I'm going like this. It needs to be like, bah. The whole body roll just looks so awkward. It just doesn't look right. So I'm gonna try and repeat that. I also practice this outside and not in front of a mirror. Practicing in front of a mirror is so helpful because you can instantly correct anything you think you're doing wrong. The Miami steps look pretty good. I could add a little bit more sauce and energy there. Another thing that I think is often overlooked, but the devil is really in the details, is your fingers. Like if your fingers look weird, it's gonna look weird. And sometimes when I'm doing certain moves, like when I was doing this move, my fingers looked weird. Like maybe I can take a look and see what I could do there. Also, not just fingers, but your facial expressions make such a difference. And I just have this like smile on my face the whole time, like I'm the fucking Joker. I don't like it. So I need to be a little bit more dynamic with my facial expressions, which I know is something I struggle with just in general. I kind of forget about my face, to be honest, most of the time because I'm just singing along. So here, when I do this move, it's really kind of anticlimactic. I need to kind of exaggerate the hands down a little bit more, like Sterling talks about in her choreo. Ooh, one thing I noticed here, on that fourth lateral running man, I'm rushing into the next move and I'm not really emphasizing that lateral running man. It almost kind of merges into a forward running man. I notice sometimes I do that a lot in choreos, so I need to crisp that up and not rush from move to move. These little traveling V steps were really challenging for me. I need to practice them and get the footwork down because again, I'm kind of tripping up on my feet. It was too much for me to think about. I didn't even really do the head roll that I was supposed to do there. So I'm gonna really, really drill that in today. Oops, yeah, and totally biffed that transition. I'll practice that. I kind of want to work on the running man here. It just feels kind of soft. I want to make it a little bit more oomph, oomph, oomph. One thing I'm noticing as a theme overall is the moves are there, but I need to work on my crispness and sharpening everything up. Which kind of normally when you go through the first time learning a choreo, it's not gonna be super crisp because you're just trying to remember everything. So it's understandable, but that's one thing I want to do is crisp everything up. I'm not really putting my weight into this stutter step sort of spin. I'm just going step, step, step. I really want to like lean my weight more into that spin there. So that's something to note. Hey, buddy. And again, same with this spin here. I'm just kind of like stepping around, not really transferring my weight. And then the ending was just kind of blah. Okay. So overall, some things I want to work on today is the beginning intro part. That was kind of bleh. The second thing is crisping up certain moves and making sure I don't rush from one move to the next. I also really want to work on the happy feet sequence because that was really challenging, making that just better overall. And then incorporating the arms into each movement and really emphasizing that because it just makes the whole choreo come together, as well as my facial expressions. So we've got some things to work on. Let's go do it.
Can't feel my face, I'm in this bitch. Been up 2 days, now I hit the switch, let's go. Gotta get the bag, well I got the Rizz. No phone, don't call, yeah I'm off the grid, lay low. Can't feel my face, I'm in this bitch. Been up 2 days, now I hit the switch, let's go. Gotta get the bag, well I got the Rizz. No phone, don't call, yeah I'm off the grid, lay low. No rendezvous. Yeah, what you wanna do?
So I'm about to go film my final take for the Rizz choreo. I did have a chance to review the last take's footage, and there were a couple things that I liked that I noticed that I improved on. That was my facial expressions, overall just looking up and keeping good posture, as well as crispness with the moves and just good execution. So that's what I'm going to focus on today, maintaining that, and hopefully we get a good final take.
Can't feel my face, I'm in this bitch. Been up 2 days, now I hit the switch, let's go. Gotta get the bag, well I got the Rizz. No phone, don't call, yeah I'm off the grid, lay low. Can't feel my face, I'm in this bitch. Been up 2 days, now I hit the switch, let's go. Gotta get the bag, well I got the Rizz. No phone, don't call, yeah I'm off the grid, lay low. No rendezvous.